The Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch might be the most famous watch in history. Made famous by the Apollo 11 lunar trip, the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch was the first watch ever worn on the moon. The Moonwatch has undergone changes throughout the years, such as the movement, bracelet, and case. Yet the original design and feel have stayed unchanged. The traditional two-watch design, which has lasted the test of time, is admired by many in the watch world. The fact that the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch is known for its reliability, readability, and comfort is also not a news to most watch fanatics. Hello, and how are you? Welcome back to our channel. For this episode, we will be taking a break from the crown and take a look at another alpha watch brand that is being hailed and praised, which is the Omega. Today we will be eyeing the Omega Speedmaster Professional 3861 in a detailed review for all of you. So make sure to keep watching till the end as we all unfold the reasons why NASA chose this watch and why the Moonwatch is the most popular Omega watch considering its specifications, cost, and unique illusions from the past. Alright, now let's start. Omega has mostly ignored the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch for years, and when it's updated, nothing seemed to be altered. Omega revised the Moonwatch in 2021 with several significant modifications. With a coaxial master chronometer movement, they moved this watch into the current world of watchmaking while retaining all of the vintage beauty that fans adore. The Omega community, as well as Speedmaster enthusiasts, were practically unanimous in their approval of these revisions. This Omega caliber 3861 we have at hand is the coaxial master chronometer movement in-housed in the new 2021 Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. The Omega caliber 3861 is a manually wound movement with 50-hour power reserve, keeping it true to the original criteria for NASA flight certification. And well, it is a known fact that Omega hasn't improved the Moonwatch's movement in quite some time, and many Omega fans were perplexed when they observed superior movements in the rest of the Omega collection and wondered why the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch was being overlooked. Good thing Omega saw that widely recognized reality as a challenge and accepted it. This upgrade from the Omega 3861 caliber is truly the most noteworthy change they've had. And since the Moonwatch's movement is now META certified, it only means that it's exceptionally precise, resistant to severe temperatures and magnetic fields, as well as having a longer service interval. Wow, truly out of this world. Now let us check out this watch from side to side and top to bottom. As you can see, the dial on the Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch is almost perfect. It's not intense, and the design isn't, mind-blowing, yet for some reason, it appeals to a large number of people. It's an excellent illustration of how legible chronograph tool watches should seem. Reading the dial on the Moonwatch will always be simple and quick at a glance. And with all this being said, it's now obvious why the dial of this Omega watch was trusted to guide our astronauts into space. And since there is little to no changes, step dials were seen on earlier Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch references, and Omega opted to bring them back for the new 2021 reference, along with the illusion of a manually applied Omega logo. Step dials are merely subdials that have been caved in. This feature gives the dial more depth and improves readability. Moving on to its case and materials, well, it's pretty hard to make a review of the Moonwatch without discussing how comfortable the watch and its dimensions are. As you will notice, a big portion of it is the case. The Moonwatch has a 42mm case diameter and 20mm lug width, resulting in a bigger yet well-fitting case. The lugs are also precisely tapered, which adds to the comfort and beauty of the product. The coaxial master chronometer Professional Moonwatch and flight qualified by NASA in 1965 for all manned space missions, wording features on the Hezolite version of this new speedy watch. The original Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch is composed of 316L stainless steel, unlike the several references around it which are made of gold, platinum, and ceramic. An aluminum tachymeter bezel and your choice of Hezolite or sapphire crystal comes standard with the Moonwatch casing. The coaxial master chronometer and the first watch worn on the moon riding are included on the sapphire crystal glass version, while the Omega globe emblem can be visible on the inside of the top right lug, whereas the case metal is carved onto the bottom right lug. There's also Sedna Gold and Canopus Gold variants available for a really exquisite wrist finish. It might surprise you to know that the Omega Speedmaster has always been associated with the Moonwatch, yet the first model was released back in 1957 and was part of the Professional collection. The sports watch with a 1/5 of a second chronograph was developed to complement Omega's function as the official timekeeper for the Olympics, but the aeronautics industry didn't pay attention to it until 1962. On October 3rd, the Speedmaster was worn on the wrist of one of America's very first astronauts during the Mercury 8 mission flight. The caliber 3861 beating inside the watch's case offers a 50-hour power reserve once fully wound, and the watch comes completed with a stainless steel bracelet, securing with a folding clasp. The movement is also resistant to shock and damage caused by magnetic fields, whilst offering an accuracy of 0 to at least +5 seconds per day. Talk about accuracy. Awesome, isn't it? Okay, now let's see its tachymeter bezel. It's hard to think of a better place to measure space and time than outside of Earth's orbit, don't you think? The Moonwatch's black tachymeter aluminum bezel is one of the watch's most distinctive characteristics. Older Omega Speedmaster Moonwatches contain tachymeter bezels that have held up well over time and kept in their scale. The 2021 Moonwatch has reintroduced a modest design characteristic that made many prior references collectible. This design element involves sliding the dot over the tachymeter scale's 90 indication. Well, this adds nothing to the watch's functionality, but it does deliver what many Speedmaster fans have enjoyed in the past. And as for the bracelet, we know you're wondering, what's the feature of its wrist huggers? In the past, Omega bracelets were either non-tapering or had a modest taper. A tapering band is not only a stylistic feature, but it also contributes to the watch's comfort. Specs of the Speedmaster Moonwatch bracelet is a lug width of 20mm lug width that tapers down 16mm 5-link system, stainless steel construction, and a smaller updated deployment clasp. This upgraded version with its slimmer 5-link bracelet tapers quite nicely down to a smaller clasp, truly a very welcomed renovation. Priced at less than $7,000, the Omega Speedmaster Professional 3861, this watch is the only thing that can get us close to the moon. With its backstory that's almost synonymous with humanity's greatest achievements, let's consider its price is quite reasonable. Don't you agree? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. And that concludes our detailed review of the Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. We hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully you learned something from our discussion. Thanks for staying with us up until here. And as usual, if you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you haven't done so yet, so that you'll be able to receive the latest and fanciest luxury updates from us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on our next video above first class.